I'm wearing feathers today. Whitney's original vision was that, we would all wear like bright kaftans and be this like wave of color moving through the streets. And I love that idea. But I didn't buy a kaftan. I just figured I'd wear like, I brought some flowy bright clothes. And Whitney and her daughter Riley and maybe a few others were wearing them, but not many. And I remember hearing that Kate had brought a bunch extra. So I'm like, why aren't we all wearing these? And today she happened to pull them out and almost everyone's wearing one. So mine has, it's purple and it's got a peacock theme, and I just love these feathers. So last night we spent the night in Galax, a very cute little music and arts town. We stayed in a RV park called Old Cranks, and the local people there really was very sweet and fed us well, and the art center there made us these really cute ceramic hearts. They look like sugar cookies. Oh, so yesterday during the walk there was this part of the river where Mason and Riley, Whitney's kids, had stopped to take a swim, and it looked really nice and refreshing. Other people had their feet soaking, and so Whitney and I came in, and I decided, I think it would actually be good to go under. It was cold but not freezing, and when I was there, this yellow butterfly was flying around me and on this rock with me, and a few people took a picture, and this one woman, Cynthia, actually painted it, and the rock ended up looking like a freaking dolphin or a whale. It was just so magical. Interesting, there's been like 2 instances or more where someone has called me Lily. Lily is a woman on this trip who is half Chinese and half white, and we don't look anything alike, so it's just kind of an interesting thing. And I know it's not anything personal, and it's just like a reminder, like, yeah, just correct people and move on. This is all about, having your own autonomy and leading yourself. But of course, we're also here to help each other and coordinate and collaborate. And so just, I'm kind of feeling something, because originally in my circle that ended up becoming like 12 people, there was 2 women who were going to put their stuff in my car when another woman who leaves where they currently have their stuff. But I ended up, I have 2 other women's stuff in my car that, we hadn't anticipated for. And there's another woman, Jessica, who is part of this, who has a car, but she also is suffering from knee pain, and so hasn't been able to be on the march as much as she had expected. So yeah, there's a part of me that's like, oh, well, in a way, I didn't promise, but like, I want to make sure that these other two women, their stuff is taken care of. And yet I also want to continue to take care of the 2 women's stuff who I am helping with. And yeah, so just trusting that all of the resources will be provided for everyone. Heart wish for day 12. Vision. And I'm still thinking about radiance, the word for yesterday. I wonder how that landed for any of you all. So one of the discussions is like, for instance, today's a 20-mile day, and, maybe the mileage should be shorter so that more people, can walk. And it's like, well, the one view is, well, no one has to do the whole thing, right? Like, that's why we're doing the shifts. But there's also that feeling for some people of, well, they want to do the whole thing, and they don't feel like a sense of success or that fulfillment if they feel like the day's supposed to be 20 miles, but they do 10. And it's like, well, we're not responsible for other people's thinking. So, and I can, see both sides of that. Freshly dead animals up close when you're walking down a highway. I saw a cat, a dog, a puppy, looked like a raccoon, a deer, a baby cow, So as part of the Way of Mastery, I've been going into meditation and asking what creation needs forgiveness, and to see what arises, like what is in need of my blessing. And for me, sometimes it's been like, emotions from childhood or other lives, or sometimes they're ancestral or other people's emotions. And I realized like how impersonal it is, and that there's no real story attached. Just feel the feeling and then bless it, and it seems to dissolve. And I was thinking about the art wish from yesterday that said, you're rich in terms of how much you can let go of. And there's been like a social interaction here that's been making me uncomfortable, that I'm like, I feel like I need to say something. But I've also been practicing like checking in and asking source, like, is it helpful for me to speak at this time, or is that just getting in the way of the flow, right? And like, the Tao resolves itself. You don't need to interfere to make things happen. And so repeatedly, like with this relationship where I felt like I should say something and I was getting told no, it's like, why am I going to spend time and energy kind of focusing and talking to someone about something that I know is coming from either like unconsciousness or fear anyway. So and then it did seem to sort of resolve itself.